Hi everyone, it's me again, your Filipino page, and I hope everyone's doing well, smiling all the time, and positive. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss on the beauty standards in the Philippines. Okay, in the Philippines, actually, there are different standards of beauty than probably there may be in your country, and they say, according to some, one of the world's most attractive female populations is in the Philippines. I don't know. Well, it's not just the outside appearance that we are saying, probably because as recently there have been more and more and more foreign men coming to the Philippines right now to seek for the love of their lives and their ideal. Actually, the basis of what they look for is not just the beauty outside, but inside. How they can be valued, respected, and loved, and blah 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 blah. Okay. Generally speaking, Filipina ladies are admired for their understated beauty because, as you know and you could see, they favor more of the natural looks over made up ones. They like to draw attention rather than conceal their natural characteristics. So it's like more of what you see is what you get to Filipinas. Let me say that even while there isn't a single method to define the Filipino standard of beauty, but yeah, there are undoubtedly some traits that many Filipinas have in common. So before I move on to that in detail, I just want to emphasize that these makeups, usually in our culture, we do heavy makeups when, for example, you join a beauty pageant competition or maybe singing competition or school activities, school programs, dances. Maybe you attend a very formal occasion like weddings or 18th 18th birthday celebration. We call it a debut party, because if you just wear heavy makeup even going to the office or if you're working, it's like not the common and proper time for us to do heavy makeups. First is a reason is it's just extra expenses. Number two is we don't have much time to really, because it takes a lot of time to make makeups and do some hairdos and blah blah blah. That's why even Filipinas don't usually blow dry their hairs, because aside from they don't want to spend money for this blow dryer, and it really takes time. It eats their time. And another thing is they like it like they look fresh if there's like wet look, like they want to show that they want to show people that you're clean, you've taken a bath that day. Because it's not obviously like in Bulgar you will really be ridiculed that maybe sometimes, yes, with your close friends, like when when you sneeze, someone sneezes, who have not taken a shower. That's our like joke or anecdote on that, or teasing on that. Maybe someone didn't take a shower, because someone sneezed, means that some smelly person or smelly thing is present. So that's why we want to go out with wet hair. The basis of cleanliness personal hygiene for us, first thing is every day before we go out, we go to school, before we go out for work, or we just go to the market or to a mall, we have to take shower, like really wet hair, and you will go around, stroll around with your wet hair. It feels like, personally, you feel fresh. Second is you want to like look fresh also, to that other people say, oh, she's clean, it's a clean person, she's fresh, something like that. I don't. Another thing, this is important, when you make a lot of heavy makeups, going just outside, strolling, or just even at homes, like generally for us, it means that you're working in like in a club, especially during the old generation. They will associate it with the sex industry or prostitution, or you are something like what is the right term, like you're you're sex driven or something like that. You know what I mean. So we don't. It will make people think that you are a 304. Even nails. That's why if you could see, most Filipinas check on, if you're in the Philippines or even in the videos, you don't see much of long nails for us, because for us it means like we feel dirty when you have long nails. Second, it's hard to work when you have long nails. How can you grasp? How can you won't see a lot of ladies, women there with long nails in the Philippines, or even those who are already abroad, working abroad, because we find it very hard to grasp things. How can you scratch the bottom of the cooking pot if you have these long nails? Even, I don't know, for me personally, I will really scratch myself all the time, because sometimes I move like a hurricane, and I often had wounds, you see, because when I work, I really work like a Carabao. Yes. That's where my masculinity comes out. Doing jobs, doing, climbing here and there to clean. That's how our masculinity comes out. Not masculinity in the sense that we will compete with our men or we will shout to our men. No. Oh my gosh, you look at my too much of the, yeah. So these hands are, I'm proud of this. You see, wrinkled and all this black and wounds, and the cute, I can't even get the cuticle, because sometimes I soak it more of the water, wash dishes, everything, and when I work, I don't use gloves because I am uncomfortable even. Yeah, aside from going to the salon, it will consume your time to go to the salon for these nails. Next is, of course, you spend extra budget for that. Another thing, we only clean our nails ourselves with this pusher and nail cutter. That's it, brush. Okay, and then another thing is, this is a cultural thing again. Like, if most people in the society, when they see a woman that has this kind of nails, especially the long ones, like, you will also be thought of, probably like judged already, like you are a 304 too. You're working in that kind of industry. Yes, we associate that. Heavy makeup and this one. Yes, and men won't like you. They will get turned off. So even us, for women in the Philippines, we always get attracted. We will see this one, or we always see the nails in the hands and the toes. For men also, we like short nails and clean, without this dirt in the, yeah, because it reflects the person actually for us. There are some who does long nails, but not that long like Wolverine. Just a bit. And those who are working probably in really like, very offices. It depends on the job, and it's not like those long nails and very red nail polish like that. No. Or sometimes we do it like for occasions too. We attend weddings, so of course, or you will have a really like fine dining date. Of course, you have to prepare for that to look presentable. But more oftentimes, no, we don't do our nails like that. Like, yes, so we are more of like actually the physical attributes, even us women, Filipinas, of course, we say, most of us, oh, he has good eyes, he's tall, I want a tall, dark, handsome. Usually it's like that. It's like, again, secondaries. For example, you meet, you're a handsome guy, you're rich, you're all these physical features, like a hunk like this, and you're like a movie personality looks that you have. Of course, girls would be attracted also at the same time. But when the time goes on and, she finds out something like not unattractive in character and personality and attitude, she will get turned off. Really. That's how we are. Even for our Filipino men. Of course, men are visuals, right? I always repeatedly say that. They always start with, oh, she has good eyes, she has good body, she is beautiful, has beautiful face, very nice hair, blah, blah, blah. It's understandable. It's their nature. But for Filipino men, after a while also, and then he would notice something really not acceptable for him in terms of attitude and character of a girl, he will also pull away. Really. In the general sense, okay, but there are some that really, okay, love is love, so whatever, like that, and they will really fight for love. Filipinos are like that. Filipinas are actually very conscious of course, their cleanliness, personal hygiene. And number two is they want a lighter skin tone. They want to be white and fair, mostly, because Filipino men are more attracted also to white-skinned women, porcelain-skinned, or malagatas, like leche or milk skin, like that. So that's why a lot of us in the Philippines are really like going crazy to not to go in the sun, and because we are easily burned actually. And they want whiter skin. They take this whitening blah blahs and glutathiones injection and pills like that. Oh my god, that's only their obsession actually right now. If you go to the malls in the Philippines, whitening soap, whitening lotion, whitening pills, blah blah blah. Yes. Me, I only want my hair white sometimes because I have a lot of white hairs, really. It's our genes. Even my kids already have in their teens, really. So that's why. But I always change my hair color anyways. Yeah. But it's long time that I don't have a light black, brown, something. But that's my natural hair color, the like dark brown, not black, brown, something like that. So that's also one reason why a lot of Filipinas wanted foreign men, because foreign men wants dark-skinned or tan-skinned women. But Filipino men likes whiter skinned women. So that's why you might not know, or many of you doesn't know about this, but that's a fact. Okay, I'll give you 10 standards of Filipino beauty. Number one is slenderness. So in the past, slim women were not really regarded as very charming in the Philippines. So most men wanted not the petite and slim ones, because they always describe it as they're malnourished. Really, they always have coined words actually to describe people. Really, and so don't get offended or disheartened sometimes, because it's the way how Filipino express their or deliver their emotions or their ideas and thoughts. And remember that English is not our first language, so sometimes we are grasping for the exact most appropriate English word for our our literal translation from Filipino or our dialect or whatever. The ideal lady has a full, voluminous physique that appears to have more flesh on her bones than slender women do. So not too much chubby, but at least there's, yeah, the volume. We describe it as not the liter, huh? Coca-Cola body. The eight ounce, like that. They want like that, the men. Time is changing in the Philippines in the year 2015. Being slender and having a lean body is gradually gaining acceptance, because probably because of, there's a lot of Filipina supermodels or models that have already went into modeling. So you have to be slim and slender and petite, right? But as much as possible, most of us Filipinas, probably it's also genes. Second is our food. Although, yeah, a lot of our food is like oily, but not that every day we eat oily food. So we have varieties all the time. And plus, I think it is neutralized with the healthy food that we eat also, and the organic food that we get from our environment, because we have fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, fresh fish, and we love fish and vegetables so much. So we may eat a lot of meat and oily food in one day or 2 days, and then the rest of the week more of vegetables, fresh, and fish. For less fortunate brothers and sisters, they may not be really that way. Of course, whatever they have on the table is just that, and they're okay with that. So they cannot really, choose. And we are not really choosy in food, to be honest. Yes, and we are very particular when you, for example, you have a plate and my family, my grandparents especially, if you eat and you have this plate, they see some like 2 pieces of rice there left, you have to finish. Like, it's your plate, it should be clean. Even the bones, me, I like bones. Chicken bones like this, pork bones or beef bones, I even sip like that. So I was even joking, if I will have a man, he will really save a lot, because he can even feed me with bones. But my grandmother will tell me, hey, stop that, because leave something for the cats and the dogs. Yes, my grand. I don't know, because I just love the taste of, the juice of the bones. It's like, okay, I'm salivating. Sorry. So the practical side, it's more economical. So you can save with me. So I'm not really that high maintenance. Okay. I just remember my grandmother said, hey, stop that. Leave something for the cats and the dogs. Oh my gosh. Yes, okay, seriously. My parents and my grandmother will really get angry. Okay, you cannot leave the table if you don't, you waste something from your plate. You have to put just enough. If you want more, take again, but you have to finish inside. But you don't waste like even like a piece of meat like this big. No, because they always will remind you, we work hard for us to have food. Number two, there are so many people right now all over the world who cannot eat at this point of time. So don't waste food. It's like it's a grace. So we call it grace and blessing. So even if you throw food that is still good, they will really get angry because you are throwing it's disrespectful to the grace and blessings of nature. I tell you. Okay, so that's why a lot of Filipinos are not so, Filipinos are not so really that oversized. And jeans, food, and yeah, we work a lot. We do a lot of things. We multitask. We are always like busy. We do a lot of things in the house. Even if we're working, then we go back home, house, and then kids, and so we use a lot of our energy. Okay, next one is B cup sizes for females. Oh my goodness. So in general, B cup size breasts are viewed as ideal and lovely by Filipinos. Larger cupped women frequently receive less attention because it is assumed that they have actually flat chests. And then it's just like the brochure that would make it look big. Asian women typically have more flat cleavages than Caucasian women, right? So therefore, natural B cup size breasts are ideal. We also don't like surgeries. Number one reason, it's very expensive, waste of money, waste of time, very difficult to maintain, sustain, and you have a lot of restrictions on what not to do, blah, blah, blah. It's dangerous, something like not most of us have that. There are few, those who can afford, of course, it's their right, it's their own body, or those who are into show business or, movie personalities. But it is not common, really. It's always like we think on the practical side. Even, for example, me, even if I have money, for example, I'm rich, I don't want to do some surgery. I'm happy with whatever I have, even my eye bags. I love it because these are signs of the sleepless nights I have thinking of how to go on with life and to survive life. Drama. No, honestly, it's one reason. Another is, of course, it's a common belief in the Philippines that those with lighter skin are considered to be more attractive. I don't know what. Probably it will boil down to the colonization period that, Spaniards, Americans, and Japanese, they are lighter skin. They have lighter skin tones. They are white. They have white complexion. So, like, because you see when it's white, like it's pure and clean to look at, right? So because Filipinos are very clean, so they associate it with beauty. So being clean is beautiful to Filipinos. So white is like clean to look at, right? So that's one reason why they are more attracted to white skin for themselves. So don't get me wrong, for example, when women have suitors or guys that like them that are dark skinned or brown skinned, or they don't really think of that like the number one attraction. For at first maybe, he's he's tall, dark, and handsome, or oh, he's very white, like he looks like Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt or like this. It's just passing. Important again is how you treat a Filipina. Respect, love, care, your love language. That's how you really attract and pull, magnetize a Filipina to you and stay with you really. Then once she stays, you're hers, exclusive. No one can ever hold you. Another fun fact of this is like the white skin is more of for themselves. How they want to be, the women white want to be white because they understood again that Filipino men or guys, as what they know, that these guys are more attracted to white skinned or lighter skinned, because again, the cleanliness, it looks blah blah blah. Light skin tones are associated with like a higher social status in our culture. Probably again, that's why I'm saying that during the colonization period, and even the tribal times, like you belong to a Maharlika or a royal tribe, a royal clan, and of course those who are your helpmates or your followers, they of course they work for you, they go to the farm for your food and blah blah blah, so they get burnt under the sun, but you just stay home, or so that's why you are being seen as like members of the high class community or high class family or higher social status, I mean, because of the historical background and orientation on that. So women with fair skin are viewed as being sophisticated and elegant in the Philippines. Okay, the historical background, as I've said, plus, is what they've seen in televisions, in movies, that it's like more, you're having a high status profile. You're in the high. Women in the Philippines, of course, don't tan from spending a lot of time outside because they are already naturally tan. Okay, so no effort. But then if they go more outside, they will easily get burned. Really. They go to the beach, they will really become really brown, dark. Along with a fair skin, small oval face with a pointed chin. Let me see mine. If I can pass the standard. Pointed chin is considered attractive in the Philippines. So I will check if I can pass my own Filipino standard of beauty. I know. Okay, churn. You're eliminated. Number 4, clean, clear teeth. Also this one. Since Filipino are very hygienic, when you talk to a girl, make sure you really brush your teeth and it's white and it's clean and it smells good, because she will get turned off. So even mine, I haven't gone to the dentist because I drink a lot of black coffee and tea, so I had a lot of stains, and I have my retainers, this one, and I have this one is becoming black because I have a, how you say, like a paste, how you say that in dental term, something that there's a hole here, there's something to like that, like a crown or something, but it was the black kind of metal, blah blah, I don't know, but it's done, so it's nice getting seen here in front. So I don't have the budget yet, so leave it. It's not painful anyway, so I'll just brush my teeth. Sometimes, Filipinos, if we don't have money to buy toothpaste, we use the natural method. Salt. Sometimes vinegar and salt a bit with diluted in water, and your toothbrush with salt, or sometimes ashes from the wood, this ashes from the wood and firewood that we use for cooking. after, or charcoal like this to brush our teeth. Really, we find means.